Hello, good evening, welcome to Pulse of the Week, the midweek edition with your man Kofi, Asante, Mensah from our luxurious studios here in Amahia, in Adenta, in Accra. This is Pulse of the Week, the midweek edition, and this is NSG News. Hello, wherever you're watching us from, welcome to the program. Our channel's name, because we are streaming live on YouTube, please search for us. Our channel's name is NSG News TV. You can also visit our website at www.nsgnews.com. Just after this breather, I have a lot. And this is the program that brings a wrap of the week from Friday that we departed with you. We'll travel with you from Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, and today, Wednesday, 22nd of October, 2025. My name is Kofi Asante Mensah, and this is Pulse of the Week, the midweek edition. I'll be right back to serve you more. Hi, and welcome back. It's Pulse of the Week, the midweek edition with your man, Kofi Asante Mensah. And I say, fiercely independent. And this is NSG News, and we say news with integrity. Welcome to Pulse of the Week. This is the program that breaks the news down for you and brings you a wrap of major news bulletin from this republic called Ghana. We are here at our Mahia studios at Adenta here in the center of the world. Accra, Ghana. Welcome to the program. This evening we'll begin from the Government Accountability Series. And before we go to the Attorney General to speak about all of this, we understand the match accuser for today's Accountability Series, Mr. Abdul Wahab Hanan, has fired back at the Attorney General. And this is what he has to say. Abdul Hanan Wahab Aludiba, former Chief Executive Officer of the National Food and Buffer Stock Company, NAFCO, has denied allegations of corruption made against him by the Attorney General during a recent press conference or press engagement, describing the claims as untrue and deeply unfortunate. In a statement released on Wednesday, October 22nd, I must say, 2025, Mr. Aludiba said he had no involvement in the matters referred to by the Attorney General and has instructed his lawyers to take steps to safeguard his reputation. I want to quote, this is a quotation from what he wrote on his Facebook timeline. I wish to state respectfully that these claims are untrue and do not reflect the facts of the matter. I have no involvement in the issues being referred to me, and I find the comment deeply unfortunate, the statement read. Now, let's go back to the claims as made by the Honorable Attorney General of the Republic of Ghana, Mr. I'll get his name pretty shortly for you. And he made some profound statement about the former CEO of the National Food and Buffer Stock. And his name is Dr. Dominic Ayenini, and he added this to his presser. It was quite voluminous. Several corruption allegation or corruption issues that are in court were addressed at the Government Accountability Series. This has to do with the ghost name scandal. If you remember the NSA ghost name scandal, and it is saying that he made a revelation at the press conference or the Government Accountability Series today, and says the scale of financial losses in the ongoing National Service Authority NSA scandal is far greater than initially reported, according to the Attorney General and Minister for Justice, Dr. Dominic Ayenin. Speaking as part of Government Accountability Series on Wednesday, Dr. Ayenin revealed that a forensic audit conducted by the Auditor General has uncovered a total of, please listen, 2.2 billion Ghana cedis in funds either stolen or illegally expended within the NSA. So these are some of the stories as made by the Attorney General and Minister for Justice. He also stated this, and I want to add this before we go for the insert. He says, The Attorney General and Minister of Justice, Dominic Ayeni, has also revealed and announced that the assets of the former Chief Executive Officer of the National Food and Buffer Stock Company, NAFCO, Abdul Wahab Hanan, and his wife, Faiza Seidu Wuni, have been frozen, with steps underway to have them confiscated. Speaking at the Government Accountability Series on Wednesday, October 22, 2025, Dr. Ayeni disclosed that investigators have frozen a fixed deposit account belonging to Mr. Hanan at Republic Bank's Laboni branch in Accra, containing some 10 million Ghana cedis. And he also says several vehicles and over 61 luxury handbags linked to the couple have also been seized as part of ongoing investigation. Now, let's go to the insert and listen to what the Attorney General, Dominic Ayeni, said.
Cases of suspected acts of theft and graft by public officials and their allies in the private sector. The investigations were necessary because the oral committee reports did not contain the evidence required to prove the guilt of the suspects in court beyond reasonable doubt. It is always important to remember that the oral committee was tasked by His Excellency the President to receive complaints of looting of state resources, and complaints do not constitute irrefutable evidence of criminality. Our investigators have diligently concluded investigations in the following cases: the SkyTrain, National Service Ghost Name Scandal, District Road Improvement Project, or DRIP, National Lotteries, Palgo Multipurpose Dam, SML, Frontier Healthcare Services, Free Wi-Fi, National Ambulance, Bonkra Integrated Inland Logistics Terminal, Sputnik V vaccines case, and the land looting cases. In the case of the land looting cases, 8 have been completed, and then 1 is outstanding. Now, ladies and gentlemen, let me give you a sense of what pertains. When the dockets are brought to my office, and the latest set of dockets were brought 2 weeks ago, I go through them diligently with the prosecution staff, the attorneys in the prosecution division, and other lawyers we work with, and then we can build a case and advise the investigators as to what to do when we find loopholes that may be exploited by defense attorneys. So I want to give 2 examples. In the case of the Bonkra Integrated Inland Logistics Terminal, the report has been returned to my office. We have done our reading of the report and analysis of it, and we've come to the conclusion that there is a need for us to have a value for money audit, because that is the only way by which we'll determine the extent to which there was malfeasance relating to the finances of the project. But so far, nothing has been discovered that should, cause us to take action in court in terms of criminality. I'll give another example. The District Road Improvement Project, which is DRIP. We did the investigation. The preliminary report was returned to my office. I studied it. I gave directions as to what to do. And the investigators have went back to do their work. And they came back with a report that I can tell you has, pinpointed certain acts of malfeasance that we are working on. So, for instance, in the case of DRIP, they were overpaid. That is, JA Plant Pool was overpaid by $2 million. The contract sum was 176 million United States of American dollars. On the face of the contract, that is the sum that was stated. When we examined the invoices of payments, it was 178 million that was paid. So right away, there was a difference of $2 million. So we asked that $2 million be paid back by JA Plant Pool. We also realized that 190 pieces of equipment were added and cleared without payment of tax. In other words, they were added to the list as if they were tax exempt. I asked the investigators to go back, look at the HS code, and for those of you, HS code is a harmonized code that the customs officers use to determine the classification and taxes applicable to goods. When they did the analysis following the HS code, it came out that 38.7 million Ghana cedis of taxes were evaded. So in respect of the two sums, that is the $2 million, JFH Plant Pool has been asked, we have made a demand on them to pay that money. Then when it comes to the taxes, we have asked GRA, because under the tax laws, it is GRA that can make a demand for the payment of the taxes. So we've asked that GRA should make a demand for the 38.7 million. Now that is our investigators' assessment. GRA may come out with a different figure because they are the tax experts. So our investigators' figure may be confirmed or even adjusted upwards depending on what the GRA says. Now when it comes to the issue of over-invoicing, we noticed that they were over-invoiced by between, that is the equipment, the drip equipment were over-invoiced by between 100 to 300%. All right, so I give you an example. One piece of equipment which costs $40,000, the government paid $84,000 for that equipment. That is over 110%. And so we are now diligently looking through all the equipment, and you can imagine that the equipment for all the districts, there were, hundreds of pieces of equipment. So we are going through each one of them because we are looking at a criminal investigation. And in criminal law, charges must be specific. If you miss the element of specificity, your case will be thrown out. And that is why I keep urging Ghanaians to be patient, because we need diligent investigation so that when I send a case to court, we don't have any doubt that criminality has occurred. So, ladies and gentlemen, prosecutions have commenced in the SkyTrain and National Service scandals. In the case of the latter, we have filed charges against the former Chief Executive, Executive Director, Osea Sibe-Ntwi, and his deputy, Gifty Owari. Charges are being prepared against the rest of the public officers and the so-called marketplace vendors. In all, we intend to file about 10 cases in the NSA scandal and will use some of the public officers and vendors as prosecution witnesses. Now, this is a strategy that is working very well for us, and we intend to continue to use that strategy. In a situation where there is a small criminal among big criminals, and the small criminal knows a lot, it is better as a matter of prosecutorial strategy to use a small criminal to get the information in order to be able to succeed, and that is what I'm doing. Also, I wish to announce that the Auditor General has conducted a forensic audit into the NSA, the National Service scandal, and the total amount of money stolen or illegally spent now stands at 2.2 billion, and not the 548 million that was uncovered by my investigators as at June 2025. And then, ladies and gentlemen, I have here a copy of the Auditor General's report. Again, painstaking investigation is very important in criminal matters. And so, based upon what the Auditor General has done, and this is a forensic audit, okay? Forensic audit means that they've gone beyond what ordinary, auditing would have done. And so, we are going to, based upon this, in some cases, change the charge, amend our charge sheet in order to bring fresh charges. Investigations are still ongoing in respect of the following matters: All African Games, mathematical sets, Bank of Ghana new building, stadia renovation, and National Cathedral. In the case of the National Cathedral, we have actually requested that the Auditor General should conduct another forensic audit, and he's being held by one of the big four accounting companies to be able to do this. Ladies and gentlemen, now to the rumble in the jungle. The buffer stock investigation, which are nicknamed the rumble in the jungle, as at March 2020, when we announced the arrest and detention of suspects Kobne Idubohi and his wife Angela Ejie Boateng, the Economic and Organized Crime Office had gathered credible intelligence regarding a criminal enterprise that had been operated by the former Chief Executive Officer of the National Food and Buffer Stock Company Limited, Mr. Hanan Abdul Wahab. Initial estimates put the amount of money pilfered by Mr. Abdul Wahab and his collaborators at the time at around 58 million Ghana cedis, far in excess of the 49 million suspected to have been stolen by Mr. Edubohe and his co-accused persons. I call the criminal enterprise operated by Abdul Wahab and his collaborators at Buffer Stock the rumble in the jungle, not only because of the huge amount of money at stake, but because of the fact that while food suppliers were wailing and gnashing their teeth due to failure to pay them for supplies to the buffer stock, and while our school kids were being denied nutrition under the school feeding program for lack of funds, Mr. Abdul Wahab and his collaborators were busy lawlessly looting funds meant for the program. That is jungle behavior. The informal meaning of the word rumble is to discover illicit activity or the perpetrator of the illicit activity. Through painstaking investigations, the EOCO discovered this illicit.
All right, so you had the Attorney General, Dr. Dominic Ayene over there, making that's part of the government accountability series over there, and he spoke for close to an hour and over, and he had a lot to say. But I want production to help me take you to some of the things the presidency communications have put out. This is a picture they designed as part of their flyers by way of communicating this very issue over there. And there you have it. This properties acquired with the proceeds of crime by former CEO of National Food and Buffer Stock Company. And the very first one you have there over there is 5-bedroom house at chain houses or chain homes, and that you have over there. That's $1,625,000 US, and that's what they suspect Mr. Hanam has purchased or has made, the gains he has made by way of the crime process. And the second one is 3-bedroom house at Cantonments. That's $600,000 US, and it's just over there. That's the second one. That's 3-bedroom house at Cantonments, and you have the third one over there. Plots of land at airport development. That's $750,000 US. $750,000 US. You can take me off so our viewer can see it properly. Please take me off and please watch this. These are the figures. Figures meant for you. These are properties acquired with the proceeds of crime, and there you have it. Plots of land at airport development, and the amount is quoted as $750,000 US, and there you have it. And we have the third, and I must say the fourth one, 17-bedroom boutique hotel at Gumani in the Tamale. That's the capital of the northern region, Tamale. And that's costed some $250,000 US. $250,000 US. 17-bedroom boutique hotel. Somebody was asking, what is boutique hotel? Boutique hotel. It refers to a big facility that contains and have everything. They have everything. Whatever you want to buy, you can get it there. It's a boutique hotel. Yes, it's a boutique hotel. And that amounted to some $250,000 US. He built it in Tamale. So properties acquired with the process of crime is also here. And that is number 5, 4-bedroom bungalow situated at Jowulu, Accra. How much was it? This is $4,142,451 Ghana cedis. $4,142,451 Ghana cedis. And this are some of the properties he acquired with some of this criminal enterprise and process. All right. So let me take you through. There's another one over here. Purchased 0.32 acre government land. How much was it? It was 307,200 Ghana cedis. 307,200 Ghana cedis. And this is coming from the Government Accountability Series. And this is Presidency Communications. Felix Kwachofosu led this. And I picked this from his page. And it's very important, very instructive. So these are not cooked figures from us. This is coming from the Attorney General's office and Government Communications. And let's go to the money laundering transfers. You know money laundering? Yes. And by the former CEO of the National Food and Buffer Stock Company. And the very first one, he is alleged to have been made some wired some monies to some of these companies. And here are the amounts. Sortina Enterprise to Hanan Abdul Wahab. And the amount is 16,179. That's 60 million, I must say. 60,179,137.25 Ghana cedis. Wow. These are huge monies. These are very huge monies. Another one over here. Sortina Enterprise to Alkani Enterprise. That is 22,913,964.90 Ghana cedis. What? Wow. And let me take you through the third one. Sortina Enterprise to FA Hausa Ventures. FA Hausa Ventures, 500,000 Ghana cedis. 500,000 Ghana cedis. That's quite huge. Wow. And the last one over here, I'll share with you the total as well. The last one over here is Sortina Enterprise to Chain Homes Ghana Limited. 550,000 Ghana cedis. 550,000 Ghana cedis. What's the total amount here? All of this money laundering transfers is totaled at 40,493. 40 million, forgive me, 40,493,102.15 Ghana cedis. I take it again. That is 40,493,102.15 Ghana cedis. This are the allegations. But he has fired back. Remember, he has fired back and he's saying all these claims are untrue and they are very, very unfair. They are very, very unfair. Please forgive me. These claims are untrue and they are very, very unfair. And he is waiting for the day he will have his day in court so that a court of competent jurisdiction would intercede, for want of a better expression, would intercede for him. And he's saying these are untrue and they are not very fair. I'm going for a quick breather, and when I return, there'll be more for you. We'll step into Parliament and look at how Parliament is looking quite refurbished and looking so good. And when I return, there is more for you. Please stay with me.
You know, if you look at the last election, some were in complete shock
of the results.
Yes. While we were telling them 6 months before that
So you are a traitor or what? I don't know.
The last person who will be a traitor in this country will be me. I'm very patriotic.
It is alleged that NDC is sponsoring you to do their dirty work. Let me put it that way. That's my word, dirty work, to discredit the advances of the MPP. You've been drawn into partisan politics. How do you come out of this one?
One, I have not been contracted, required to do anything for NDC against any entity in this country. Absolutely not. I don't belong to the NDC. I don't belong to the MPP. I don't have political party affiliation with any other party. No. Now look, where we are in Hacho now. I remember when I was going to write the O-levels, I didn't have money to pay for the fees. So I had to carry labor, do by day labor. Here. We're one of those who started building houses in this area as a laborer. You have to even go and carry the cement from afar because there were no buildings to store them in. This would be the shock. We were branded as mad people. With the numbers we were banding around, was in excess of a 2.something million gap. We have to realize that the country, Ghana, has changed profoundly, even from 2016 levels.
I think it was, I mean, it wasn't Ghana government funded.
No, it wasn't Ghana government funded. No, on your own, you struggle, and then you go to Denmark. I remember when I arrived in Frankfurt, on my way to Denmark, I had only $500 in my pocket. And that was to pay for your accommodation, pay for your feeding, pay for everything.
Of course, you have to make a date this Saturday at 13 hours GMT to watch the exclusive with AIM Liquid doing that with the CEO of Global Info Analytics. So much details over there, exclusive for you. Please make a date this Saturday at 13 hours GMT, and you'll be glad you did. Thank you very much, and welcome back from that breather and that break. We're moving straight to the Parliament, the August House of this Republic. After a few weeks away from parliamentary business, members of Parliament reconvened on Tuesday, October 21st, 2025, for the third meeting of the first session of the 9th Parliament. This meeting marks the final preliminary or parliamentary sessions for 2025 and is expected to address several pertinent issues of national concern. But first, I want us to take a sneak peek to how Parliament is actually looking like, and it's so gorgeous, so nice, so beautiful. Please share with me. Look at this video, how Parliament is looking. I'll tell you the amount we used to refurbish this August House. Please watch this. All right, so you know, parliamentary chambers are very crucial facilities in any democracy. And here in Ghana, we cherish the work of our parliamentary members of parliament so much, and serving as the space where legislative arm of government debates policy, national policy, deliberates on bills, and passes laws. But I must say, Parliament reconvenes in newly renovated, costing the taxpayer some £2.26 million. No, just wait a minute. I want that to sink in. Do you know Ernest? Not Ernesto Owusu. Ernesto Yeboah. When they decided to refurbish the parliament, that was when he went to parliament and agitated, and he was arrested. Ernesto Yeboah. Where is Ernesto Yeboah? Are you aware £2.26 million of the taxpayers' money has been used to refurbish parliament? Or you were saying they wanted to build a new parliament, so you were against building of a new parliament, but old parliament, same parliament, refurbished with 2.26 million pounds is fine? Maybe Ghanaians, you have not come to terms with the amount we used to refurbish the August House. As you saw it, new chairs, screens, everything. Kente, share. Otunfo even brought us some kente. All right, Otunfo brought us some kente. But the fact of the matter is, the taxpayer paid some amount of 2.26 million pounds. For this to be done, that's quite serious. That's very serious. If you ask me, that's very, very serious. All right. Let's do some more stories from Parliament, because some two members of Parliament were basically sworn into office, and I'm talking about and referring to the Akwatia member of Parliament and also the Tamale Central member of Parliament. The two of them were sworn into office by the Speaker of Parliament, Right Honorable Sumana Alban Sumana Kingsford Bagben. All right, so let's watch proceedings as the Right Honorable Speaker swore the two gentlemen in as members of Parliament for Akwatia and Tamale Central.
Quran, Bible. You all know the drill very well, but just remind you, you repeat after me. The oath of allegiance. I,
Seydou Mahama Abidi Akunpeju,
do
in the name of the Almighty God swear
that I will bear true faith and allegiance to the Republic of Ghana,
that I will bear true faith and allegiance to the Republic of Ghana,
as by law established, that I will uphold the sovereignty and integrity of Ghana,
that I will uphold the sovereignty and integrity of Ghana,
and that I will preserve, protect, and defend the Constitution of the Republic of Ghana,
and defend the Constitution of the Republic of Ghana. Swear
that I will bear true faith and allegiance to the Republic of Ghana,
that I will bear true faith and allegiance to the Republic of Ghana,
as by law established, that I will uphold, preserve, protect, and defend the Constitution of the Republic of Ghana,
and defend the Constitution of the Republic of Ghana,
and that I will faithfully
and
conscientiously discharge the duties of a member of Parliament. So help me God. Honorable members, thank you for taking the oath. You are most welcome. And I will hold you to a two oaths that you sworn, particularly the one where you clearly stated that you faithfully and conscientiously discharge the duties of a member of Parliament. To enable you to discharge those duties, I will first give you the hoe and the cutlass. You don't go to your farm without the hoe or the cutlass. And so on a daily basis, I observe members when they walk in. Please, even though I'm 33 years here, on a daily basis, I still refer to the Constitution and the standing orders. There's always something to learn every day. And so I'm going to hand this over to you There are other documents that the clerk's office will make available to you. And please, if you really want to perform your duties well, you have to put them and sleep with them. There's a lot that you have to learn. Whether you are a professor, or you are a farmer, or you are from anywhere, you have come to a new school. And that school starts from crèche. And you are starting from crèche today. Please don't assume that because of your capacity in other areas, you know it. You don't know it. You have to start learning.
All right, so that's how the two gentlemen were sworn in, Tamale Central and Akwetia MPs. Now they are full, F-U-L-L. They are full members of Parliament. And you heard there, you saw the comment made by the Right Honorable Speaker, giving them their, if you like, their Bible, okay, the Constitution and parliamentary documents. They should sleep with it, wake up with it, go to everywhere with it. You understand? Now they are full members of Parliament. The session, presided over by Speaker Alban Sumana Kingsford Bagman, began with the swearing-in ceremony for the two newly elected members of Parliament for Akwetia and Tamale Central constituencies, Honorable Bernard Bediako and Honorable Professor Aledu Seidu, respectively. This was followed by the solemn tribute to the 8 distinguished Ghanaians who perished in the August 6 helicopter crash, including the then Minister for Defense, Dr. Edward Kofi Omane-Boama, and the Member of Parliament for Tamale Central, Honorable Dr. Ibrahim Murtala Mohammed. And this is the point. This is the point. Please wait. This is the point. Delivering his opening address, the majority leader and leader of government business, Honorable Mahama Ayariga, hailed what he described as significant strides made by the Mahama-led administration, repeatedly declaring so far so excellent. And the minority had something important to say. They were chastising the government, accusing it of lack of transparency in the removal of the Chief Justice, Gertrude Tokono, and several others, including Galamsey. This is how Honorable Afenyo Makin started his remarks. And when we finish with that one, we'll do the majority leader, Haruna, not Haruna Idrisu, I must say, that is Mahama Ayariga. Please watch this.
Mr. Speaker, let me thank you for the opportunity to make my remarks as we reconvene for the 3rd meeting of the 1st session of the 9th Parliament. Mr. Speaker, I begin by warmly welcoming your good self, your deputies, honorable colleagues in leadership, and all members of this House back to our legislative duties. I also extend this welcome to the Clerk to Parliament and his deputies, the dedicated staff of parliamentary service, and members of the Parliamentary Press Corps, whose support remains invaluable to the work we do. Mr. Speaker, during the recess, we were struck with sorrow with the passing of 8 distinguished citizens who served Ghana with dedication and honor. We mourn our respected colleague, Ibrahim Murtala Mohammed, Member of Parliament for Tamale Central, and Minister for Environment, Science and Technology and Innovation. We also remember Dr. Edward Omane-Boama, Minister for Defense, Alhaji Muniru Mohammed, Acting Deputy National Security Coordinator, the Deputy Dr. Samuel Sapon, Vice Chairman of National Democratic Congress, and Samuel Abuaje, former parliamentary candidate, Squadron Leader Peter Bafami Anala, Flying Officer Manin Chum Ampedu, and Sergeant Ernest Adu Mensah. Mr. Speaker, the minority extends its deepest condolences to their families, loved ones, and all who mourn their loss. May their soul rest in perfect peace, even as we are inspired by their dedicated service to recommit to public service with dignity, courage, and honor. Mr. Speaker, we have today also welcomed 2 new members of Parliament, a member for Akwitia and Tamale Central. Their arrival is a solemn reminder of both the grief we share and the hope we carry for renewed service. Mr. Speaker, the state of our nation's governance presents a mix of trials and opportunities, from economic hardship on the home front to unsettling development on the international stage. These past...
Mr. Speaker, with these 2 elections and the one that took place in Ablekuma, this House is now fully constituted. The independent members of this House remain 4. The NPP, which previously had a micro minority of 88, has had its number shrink further to 87. Mr. Speaker, I believe they are no longer a micro minority, but a minuscule minority. Mr. Speaker, micro could actually be a large number, because micro is a unit of measurement. 1 million can actually be micro when you are evaluating 1 billion. In English, when you want to describe something as very small, you say minuscule.
All right, thank you very much, Joy News. And that video was made possible by our partner and our sister station, Joy News. Thank you very much. This is still Pulse of the Week. And this is your man, Kofi, Asante Mensah, fiercely independent. And this is NSG News TV on YouTube. And this is news with integrity. We are going for a breather. When I come back, John Mahama has done some inspection of some hospitals. He toured around and inspected some few projects. And he has made some promises. When I return, I'll reveal those promises to you. Please stay with me right there.
You know, if you look at the last election,
Yeah.
some were in complete shock.
Of the results.
Yes. While we were telling them 6 months before that.
Yes.
There's
So you are a traitor or what? I don't know.
the last person who will be a traitor in this country will be me. I'm very patriotic.
It is alleged that NDC is sponsoring you to do their dirty work. Let me put it that way. That's my word, dirty work, to discredit the advances of the MPP. You've been drawn into partisan politics. How do you come out of this one?
One, I have not been contracted, required to do anything for NDC against any entity in this country. Absolutely not. I don't belong to the NDC. I don't belong to the MPP. I don't have political party affiliation with any other party. No. Now look, where we are in Hacho now. I remember when I was going to write the O-levels, I didn't have money to pay for the fees. So I had to carry labor, do by day labor. Here. We're one of those who started building houses in this area as a laborer. You have to even go and carry the cement from afar, because there were no buildings to store them in. This would be the shock. We were branded as mad people. But the numbers we were banding around was in excess of a 2.something million gap. We have to realize that the country, Ghana, has changed profoundly, even from 2016 levels.
I think it wasn't Ghana government funded.
No, it wasn't Ghana government funded. No, on your own you struggle, and then you go to Denmark. I remember when I arrived in Frankfurt on my way to Denmark, I had only $500 in my pocket, and that was to pay for your accommodation, pay for your food.
All right, so welcome back. It's still Pulse of the Week, and this is the midweek edition of your very down, break into the micro minority. Okay, now it's not micro. All right, so welcome back. Thank you very much for being there for us. My name is Kofi Asante Mensah. If you want to follow me, it's Kofi Asante on all social media handles. And this is NSG News TV. Our website is nsgnews.com. Please, this Saturday at 13 hours GMT, 1 p.m. Ghana time, we'll be coming up with a hot seat with the host, AIM Liquid, having an exclusive with the CEO for Global Info Analytics. So many in that very interview. You have to join us on this very channel and watch that very program. And I must say, now let's zoom into the camp of His Excellency the President, because John Dramani Mahama has assured residents that the Western Regional Hospital will be completed within the next 18 months. The project, currently 25% complete, was halted due to the debt restructuring program initiated by the previous government. During a visit to the Western region on Tuesday, October 21, 2025, President John Dramani Mahama inspected the stalled hospital project at Ape Menin. If I didn't say Ape Menin for Monfanchemi, all right? He emphasized that completing this project is a responsibility he has inherited and is committed to fulfilling along with other stalled projects.
For Hunter West, Yana Mami, Mavis Kukwa, Bisu Boaten, Waha, Dr. Grace Ayensu Dankwa, Waha, Minister is also around. Very hard working. Is also around. Thank you very much. Thank you very Honorable Isaac Ajay Mensah is also here. Yana President, no why. Honorable Joseph Nelson, very hard working, very humble. In fact, oye jumani hina yami inshahon papa. There was a one enyuminyam batay jumezi. His Excellency John Dramani Hama Ahobrasi Obrenwase Ohu Nananoma Wehu de Ampa Nananom Ena Wishahon Nananom Ena Wehuhon. This is what we are looking for. And Omampeyin Yamisha will be.
All right, so welcome back. Thank you very much. And that's John Dramani Mahama doing some few inspections. And I love that commentary. Very humble. Hey. Oh, that's good. You know, in 3 years, they'll be going back to them to campaign for their votes. So you have to. All right, let's do some more stories, and still in the office of the president and still in the Flagstaff House. There is a communique, and my producer will be showing you that communique from the communications department. I have to say the presidency communications, and that's a press statement they issued over there. And it's in line with this very story. Very yes, that is it. That's over there. If you can show my viewers that right now, I'll be so glad. Please show it. Yes. And there you have it. That's it over there. Government says special court will soon be designated to handle cases arising from audit infractions captured in the Auditor General's report. These courts will focus on enforcing surcharges and disallowances, as well as prosecuting related criminal offenses. This is a very laudable idea. This is a very good one. No, take me off. Okay, you have. That's very good. Thank you very much. You see, John Mahama met the Auditor General, the Attorney General, and also the Chief Justice. Okay? And we're looking at how people who squander our money, and the Auditor General will do all the audits, report it in an audit report. Then the Public Accounts Committee will pick the PAC, Public Accounts Committee. They will pick it up, question them in Parliament, and when they are done, the people will come and say, oh, we are sorry, we didn't do it well, next time we'll do it well, we are sorry, we are sorry. The last time you heard me saying clearly that we should pick from 1992 all audit report and go into it. Those who have chopped Ghana money and they are dead, their children have to pay. So I am very happy with this move. Very, very excited. Okay? Very, very excited. Well, we have some people criticizing and saying John Mahama is making the judiciary, which is an arm of government, part of the executive by meeting the Chief Justice and blah, blah, blah. You see, if he will make it as part of, they are all supposed to work together. So if he will meet the Chief Justice and results will come out from it, our monies will be brought to us back and we can get hospitals and roads being built. Which one is good? Is that one not better than excusing it and letting it go? Well, so that is the communique. I am so excited about it, so much excited about it. And I would encourage the Attorney General, the Chief Justice to, first the Chief Justice to expedite action into setting up those specialized courts for those audit infractions and stuff like that. And encourage. And please note, this court will be there. If NDC leaves government in the next 3 years or in the next whatever years, and the government officials we have currently, please be aware that the same procedure, as John Mahama said, we will fast track you through the special courts. If you are chopping government money, you are a civil servant, public servant, you are chopping government money through poor financial procurement exercises, and we get hold of you. We will take you through the special courts, and then if you have to go to a Kuse or James Fort or in Sanwem or wherever, you go. But this structure should be left behind even if the NDC is out of power. Yes. And it should be followed through. Yes. And that would be a good one. It's not just for Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo, government officials who have just exited power. No. People who have exited power, I'm even calling from 1992, since we started the Fourth Republic. We should go through all the audit reports and make sure we fast track them. People who have chopped our money, they should bring all of them out. If they are dead and gone, their spouses or their children, their siblings, etc., they should pay the money. If they have properties, we should confiscate. We should take it. Government and finance and tosso. All right. I'm not doing editorial, but I'm getting heated up already. Let's do some more stories for you here on NSG Update with your man, Kofi, Asante, Mensah, with all the crew, the camera crew, the MCR crew, and the PCR crew, all supporting this to work. Thank you very much. We are live on YouTube, and this is NSG News TV. Thank you so much for watching and joining us over there. We'll do some more stories, and we'll move to the New Patriotic Party primaries. You know, this time around, I do not want to bring you fallout from the MPP primaries, but there was this that former President Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo pursued, quite significant. He called for a breakfast meeting with all the aspirants, The 5 of them, everybody should come. The 5 of them, everybody came. Dr. Baumia was there, Kennedy Pong was there, Brian was there, Duchum was there, who? Oh, all of them. Everybody was there. He spoke to them. It was a private conversation. That's why I don't have any video to show you. It was a private conversation. It's only some few pictures that came up, and he spoke to them. Let these primaries be peaceful. Don't let MPP break. Don't let MPP break after these primaries. Let me remove my glasses. Can I Japan? Have you heard? Baumia, have you heard? Brian Champon, a Segoma, a Duchum. And who is the next person? Kwabena Ejepon. Please, some people, you will talk to them. They will watch your face, listen to you with rapt attention. As you speak, The sound of your voice passes through the right ear and leaves through the left ear. And it goes. Some people have vested interest. It is either they win or none other. And you know, I must say, there are some surveys that have actually come up. I'll talk about them a little later in the course of the program, the news update. I'll share them with you. There's one from Mensah Dankwa, Global Info Analytics. And there's one from, what's his name? Just excuse me, let me jump a little bit. Dr. Evans Dia. Dr. Evans Dia. I'll share a bit more with you when I get there. But we here at NSG News, we are beginning our official countdown. And from today, we have 111 days to the NPP flag bearership race. And this is our official countdown. The other TV channels and radio station and media organizations, they are waiting for it to be 100 days. They are waiting for it to be 100 days so that they will start 100 days. We have decided to begin from the 111. It looks like the agenda 111, right? Agenda 111. So we are starting from the 111, 111 days to go. So we'll be bringing you bits and pieces of information around the primaries, around the individuals, the aspirants, Baumia here, Kennedy Point there, and all of that. We'll be bringing them to you. NSG, we'll bring them to you. So please stay with us over here on this very incident. We'll move on to some market fires. But before I do that, let's go for a quick breather. And when I return, there's fire at Kantamanto Market. Again, this year in January, it wasn't January or February, Kantamanto got burned. I think the 1st of January, Kantamanto got burned. Kanta. Hey, Kanta yako koto adia ono. Omashi wonyina. And the way the women were crying, you have to see it. Just after this breather, please stay with me. I'll be right back.
You know, if you look at the last election,
yeah,
some were in complete shock
of the results.
Yes. While we were telling them 6 months before that
yes. So you are a traitor or what? I don't know.
The last person who will be a traitor in this country will be me. I'm very patriotic.
It is alleged that NDC is sponsoring you to do their dirty work. Let me put it that way. That's my word, dirty work, to discredit the advances of the MPP. You've been drawn into partisan politics. How do you come out of this one?
One, I have not been contracted, required to do anything for NDC against any entity in this country. Absolutely not. I don't belong to the NDC. I don't belong to the MPP. I don't have political party affiliation with any other party. No. Now look, where we are in Hacho now. I remember when I was going to write the O-levels, I didn't have money to pay for the fees. So I had to carry labor, do by day labor. Here. We're one of those who started building houses in this area as a laborer. You have to even go and carry the cement from afar because there were no buildings to store them in. This would be the shock. We were branded as mad people. But the numbers we were banding around was in excess of a 2.something million gap. We have to realize that the country, Ghana, has changed profoundly, even from 2016 levels.
I think it was, it wasn't Ghana government funded.
No, it wasn't Ghana government funded. No, on your own, you struggle, and then you go to Denmark. I remember when I arrived in Frankfurt, on my way to Denmark, I had only $500 in my pocket. And that was to pay for your accommodation, pay for your feeding, pay for everything.
All right, so make a day this Saturday, and you'll be glad you did, because it will be hot on the hot seat with AIM liquid. I'll be watching it. Please make a date. And I know why I am telling you to make a date. Please make it this Saturday. This Saturday. Today is, what's Saturday's date? 25th, I beg you, 25th. Please make a date at 1 p.m., 13 hours GMT. Please make a date with AIM Liquid. Now, let's do some fire stories because there was a sad incident. Fire ravaged several shops at Kantamantos, Tazani Lane near EcoBank in Accra in the early hours of Tuesday, October 21, 2025. According to the Ghana National Fire Service, GNFS, the distress call came in at about 1:31 a.m., prompting an immediate response from multiple fire stations across the capital. The first fire appliance reportedly arrived at the scene at 1:42 a.m. 1:42 a.m. Firefighters team battled the fire or the blaze for more than 3 hours before bringing it under control. Let's watch how the fire ravaged the Kantamanto market. All right, so welcome back. Let's do some shooting and security related stories because in Garo there have been some shooting over there. 4 people have been confirmed dead following a suspected targeted shooting incident in Garo, a community in the Upper East region on Monday morning. Eyewitness told NSG News that a group of armed men attacked the National Health Insurance Scheme and HIS office in Garo, where they shot and killed 1 person on the spot. The assailant then moved towards the Garo school area, where 2 others were also gunned down. The victims include a bystander, an NHIA staff member, a mentally unstable person, and Yahuya Abubakar Bukari, headmaster of Garo DA Junior High School. This is quite intriguing. This is an interview the DCE granted Joy News, and the DCE wrapped everything up for us and told us what really happened. And a big thank you to our sister station, Joy News, giving us this very interview. Please watch this.
So far, the 4 individuals that are dead, based on what you're telling us, have you released their bodies to their family members?
Yes.
All 4 of them?
Yeah, there are 4 of them. After they were sent to the Presby Hospital in Garo here, and they were confirmed dead.
And how is the situation on the grounds, knowing fully well that these individuals are still on the run? No arrest has been made so far. How are you handling the situation on the ground as the district chief executive?
Yeah, in fact, the situation on the ground is actually confused. Everybody is confused. We don't know where the assailants are coming from. And actually, as they are not even being arrested, everybody is scared. But I can see that there's calm. I can see people around, moving around, but actually people let me say, they are afraid, and then everybody, in fact, everybody is afraid here.
All right. You have to forgive me. I was quite intrigued. You can just pick up your gun, all right, ride on the motorbike, and just pick up people and just be shooting at them, gun and head teacher down, and also some bystanders. And it's quite unfortunate today I don't have my regular security analyst with me, Mr. Ibad Ibrahim, so we could further probe and analyze what's really happening in the Upper East region of the Republic of Ghana, and even the northern part of our country, because it's getting quite exciting and very interesting. Very, very interesting, I must say. Let's do some more stories for you, because the MD, Managing Director for the Ghana Water Company Limited, Adamuta Wakilu, has warned that the state of emergency won't stop illegal mining. And these are his reasons. Please watch this.
First and foremost, I don't think that state of emergency will stop illegal mining. If you declare state of emergency in one area, they will migrate to another area. So at the end of the day, the whole Ghana will be in the state of emergency. It's what measures can we put in place for it to be sustained? Is state of emergency going to be there forever? That is the question we must ask. You declare state of emergency, so for how many years? When the people continue, the day you leave the state of emergency, when they go back, we can't have state of emergency forever. So there must be pragmatic measures, as the President Mama put it, to make sure that we put in measures to sustain it, and that will be sustained forever. I think in my position, Ghana Water is not state of emergency. And two, it's not only illegal money that sold our treatment plants. You realize that Metro Volta Regional, Peve treatment plant is salted. Agozombi treatment plant is salted because of sand winning and construction. If you go to Upper West, Jambuse, I mentioned it, is salted. Not because of illegal mining, but rather sand winning. If you come to Berikesi, River Ofin is salted. Meanwhile, River Ofin for now is very good. Why? The siltation has been there for a long time. When I took over, I went through the documents and realized that the World Bank has carried out some work on siltation of Berikesi. And as of 2022, 6 million cubic feet of silt had been contained at the dam. So as we speak, we can't even use alum. We have to use what? Polymers. Meanwhile, it's not as a result of what? Illegal mining. So what we are calling on is a general call. So we shouldn't conclude it as if it is illegal mining that is silting our, only illegal mining that is silting our plant. Farming activities along the plant losing the surface of the soil. So when it rains, it carries the sand in. Sand winning, losing the surface of the soil. When it rains, it is carried in. Construction along these river banks. People have gone beyond the buffer zone into the buffer zone building, throwing refuse down, and a lot. They all contribute to siltation of the dam, the intakes. So it is not only illegal mining that has silted. So if you take the press statement, you will see that in some regions, there's no illegal mining, but siltation is taking place.
What are you talking about? Hey, Adams Mutawaki, you NDC, me, I don't know what to tell you. No, listen very carefully. Galamsey was part of reasons why the Ghanaian populace, all right, ditched the Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo and the MPP government. And you made it one of the hot burners of issues relating to election 2024. Now, you come back to power, we give you power, and you don't want to deal with the issues. When we talk about Galamsey right now, Sando, Lands and Natural Resources Ministry, their PRO. He will come on air right now, come and talk bro food the John Mahama called Media Encounter. John Mahama called religious and civil society organization. Bro food the and a 9 Moses doing da. Check the water. Check the water. Somebody will say waters. Check the water. Check the water bodies in our communities. Now people are afraid to even eat fruits and vegetables here in Accra. What's that? Check the water bodies. Check the water bodies. And when we are talking about it, journalists are asking you questions. Ghana Water Company Limited, MD, you are saying a sun winding and that. You are making brofo and a state of emergency won't do anything. We are watching you. You know, that video, that song was played by Nasi, okay? Not his Galamsey video. His campaign video for John Dramani Mahama. I've forgotten. But one of the cartoons in that video, John Mahama music video that brought him into power, the campaign videos. I say, be a wenefe, if you remember that song. Be a wenefe, ya be a nefe, and we are watching you. We are watching you. How I wish you could play that video for them. We are watching you. Be a wenefe. 10 months gone. 2 months. We have finished 1 year. Left with 3 years. Don't count the 2028 as part of it, because election year, it is not part. So effectively, you have 2 years. 2 years. Corruption. Galamsey. LGBTQI++++. Unemployment. We are here. And we are watching you. We are being our enife. And we are watching you. Please stay with me. After this breather, there's more for you.
A whole new beginning. Get used to it. I have stepped into my new beginning. Yesterday is gone. Yesterday of darkness is gone. A whole new beginning. Get used to it. I've stepped into my new level. See me watching me fly on eagle's wing. A whole new beginning.
So welcome back, and it looks like NDC are growing when you so yeah, you have to wake up. There's a lot to do. We needed some radical person. I was telling somebody yesterday, he said, oh, Kennedy Japan can come and do that for us. A radical person. I don't know what is on that seat, that Jubilee House one. I don't know what is there. When you get there and you sit on that Sikejwa Kofi or say Sikejwa whatever, they put you on. Chief Justice put you on. They swear you in, they put you on. All our expectation. Let's do some more stories here on NSG News, and we are live on YouTube. It's NSG News TV, and our website is www.nsgnews.com. My name is Kofi Asante Mensah. The program is Pulse of the Week, the midweek edition, and this is our news update. In more news, the Minister for Education, Haruna Idrisu, has announced that the government is reviewing the computerized school selection and placement system CSSPS to make it fairer and more efficient.
So good morning. Now be with me. Yes, I'm here this morning at Kusek, one of our reputable and undoubtedly a well-performing Category A school in the country, which is opening its doors to many young learners and supported by a headmaster and board chair to receive newcomers or new learners. We call it my first day in school, even as they are adolescents or adults, as you may want to call them, more adolescents and younger ages. What today reminds me is We all say every day that the future belongs to the youth. The future will only belong to the youth if we adequately prepare them for the future. And to do so is to support them with education, quality education. And in particular, that is why I'm particularly proud of this institution, science education. Many of the youngsters are here to learn science and to prepare for the world of work. My understanding as I've gone around this morning is we need to manage the crisis in the provision of quality free senior high school in Ghana. And to manage it will mean deliberate, sustainable investment in education, expanded classrooms, expanded laboratories, expanded dormitories for the learners. What I've also particularly noticed is the role of old boys, old students in supporting the states. I recognize a strong bond and relationship between the church and the state in providing quality education. And for our purposes today, the Presbyterian Church, I want to salute them and pay tribute to them. From Otumasi now.
Right, so that's the Minister for Education, Haruna Idrisu, over there. Let's do some more stories, and I'm so much agitated about this one. You see, this is a corporate news broadcast to you, but sometimes we get swift into editorial and we give fire to who fire is due for, and that is how we build it. It's not your straight jacket news bulletin wherever you find yourself on your traditional, if you like, television stations, etc. Right, and I have a fire to throw just after this story. Yes, it's about Ken Oforiatta. Ken Oforiatta and the OSP and the Attorney General. Let's first watch the Deputy Attorney General. The Deputy Attorney General and Minister of Justice, Dr. Justice Mensah, has disclosed that the Attorney General's office has written multiple letters to the Office of the Special Prosecutor requesting access to the docket of embattled former Minister of Finance, Ken Oforiatta, as part of efforts to trigger his extradition from the United States of America. According to him, these requests have yet to be fulfilled. Watch this.
Mr. Ken Oforiatta is the subject of a number of criminal investigations, right? I think the one that is popular is the one that the OSP is conducting. And also, that is the one that we are made to believe is in an advanced stage where extradition will be required. And indeed, the OSP has already put the person on red alerts, Interpol red alerts. What it means is that it's a notice to the whole world that this person is a wanted man. But the Interpol alert is not an extradition, procedure. So, if we really want the person to come, we need to make an extradition request to where we believe he is, which is the U.S. Now, this is what, and listen to me carefully on this. We are the only authority, that's the Attorney General Office, we are the only authority that can make extradition. But we need a docket from, an investigative docket from the OSP to be able to make these extradition requests. As of today, we still do not have a docket from the OSP. We have made several requests to the OSP, written letters, written demands to the OSP, asking that now that you've announced to the world that you are ready to have this person extradited, and there have been communication to that effect that even we've seen communication to the effect that the docket is ready and it's only the Attorney General that can make the. So we have been asking for the docket for a couple of, I think about 2 months now. We still do not have the dockets from the OSP. And so without the dockets, you cannot go to the American authorities and say, this is the person we want him. No, you need to show, because when they are asking for people to be extradited to the United States, they bring the full docket of, as if they are going to court. And then we take that docket to court for the court to see whether there's really merit for, bringing the person down, we have to do the same thing. We also have to take a full docket of all the evidence and what we believe the law, and then we take it to the United States authorities, and they will process the extradition and bring it.
All right, so Dr. Justice Mensah over there, and as how he said it, okay, the OSP, they have come back. Samedako, they have come back to buttress their points. But I want to read for you what the Attorney General himself, this is a Deputy Attorney General, what the Attorney General himself corroborated at the today, 22nd of October, today, the government accountability series. This is what the Attorney General said. The Attorney General and Minister of Justice, Dr. Dominic Ayeni, has explained that Ghana cannot formally request the extradition of former Finance Minister Ken Ofori-Atta from the United States until a solid legal case is built and charges are filed. Let me read for you this defense from the Office of the Special Prosecutor. And Samit Akon has been around media spaces explaining. I take his explanation though, but this is also very important. And when I come back, I will make a summary of what is going on for you. The Office of the Special Prosecutor has responded to the Attorney General and Minister of Justice on the investigation in relation to Ken Ofori-Atta, former Minister of Finance, and the preparation of a request for his extradition to Ghana. The fact of the matter of this script that I'm reading to you is that the OSP want to say investigation takes time. Please mark my words. Investigation takes time. You see, when Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo established the Office of the Special Prosecutor, John Ben Kaiser Alamidu, you know Martin Amidu, he occupied that office as the first special prosecutor. There was a lot of fire on this man to the extent that he left the job and went out and even called the president who appointed him names. He called so many people names, including the man we are looking for, Ken Ofori-Atta. He called former President Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo the mother serpent of corruption. Me, I don't pay attention to Martin Amidu again. All his epistles he writes is as if he is one of those comedians around. I don't pay attention to Martin Amidu because the job was handed to you and you excused it, you poo-pooed it. Because Rollins died? Is it because Rollins died? Now, we got a new guy, a young guy, to mount that office and deliver for us. You see, and I think I will support people who say we should scrap that office off. We should scrap it. I will support it. Several legal brains are saying it's not necessary, we shouldn't scrap it, it's doing well, blah, 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 blah. But I think this gentleman, trying to find his name for you, the leader of the Special Prosecuting Office, Kisia Jaben must do better. Tomorrow, Thursday, latest by Friday, we are looking forward for a press conference from Kisia Jaben. Yes, because what the Deputy Attorney General is saying and what the Attorney General himself, Dr. Dominic Ayeni, has corroborated with his deputy, and the defense Samit Akon is putting up, it doesn't. If you really need Ken Ofori-Atta to be extradited to Ghana for prosecution, I'm not sure. People are saying so many things, and you have gotten, you went to XML office and you have gotten some more evidence and blah, 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 blah. No, please. If you want more evidence, you can get more. But file the docket to the office of the Attorney General, let him extradite Ken Ofori-Atta into this country, and let prosecution begin. Or you are doing a cover-up. Is NDC doing a cover-up for MPPs, Ken Ofori-Atta? Or MPPs, OSP is doing some cover-up for Ken Ofori-Atta? Check on social media. Check the comment people are saying. People are not happy. Mr. OSP, people are not happy with you at all. And the Attorney General, people are not happy with you. People you claim have embezzled and caused malfeasance in our country. If people don't know, you think the Ghanaian populace don't read? The voting populace. Things have changed. Oh, this is not 92 or 96 or 2000. This is 2025. Lot of information on social media and the rest. People are reading. You waste our money like this and you get out of the country. So when you were leaving in January, the special prosecutor was not aware. The government of the day and the government in waiting, you were all not aware that Ken Ofori-Atta is leaving. Ken Ofori-Atta, the finance minister, whom over 80 members of parliament of his own political party said he's not doing well, he should go. He is causing a lot of disgrace for the party. And he is one of the reasons, he and Kofi and Ken Ofori-Atta, they were reasons why you lost power. And when you lost power, Ken Ofori-Atta was leaving the country and you allowed him to leave, and now you are saying you want to extradite. Please. Your mama, you have to wake up. I'm telling you, you have to wake up. Whatever it will take your Attorney General and Ghana's Attorney General and Minister of Justice, Dominic Ayini, to get those dockets and those information from Samir Dako and his cohort, the OSP. Please do it and get Ken Ofori-Atta and the others into this country and let prosecution begin. Because we won't forgive you. Trust me. Today is 22nd of October 2025. If God grants us life, we won't forgive you and your party in the next 3 years when we are preparing to go for the 2028 election. We won't. Thank you. I'll leave it here. Forgive me. Let's do some few stories because the one lecturer, he has rounded up a pool and he's saying Ken Ofori-Atta is leading. His name is Dr. Evans Dia, and he has done a pool and he is indicating to the world that Mr. Ken Ofori-Atta is leading Dr. Bawumia and the MPP flag bearership race. But please hold on. But Global Info Analytics is saying otherwise. Global Info Analytics Musa Dankwa polls says 72% of voters still says it is Bawumia. Watch this.
But in September, we are seeing a sharp change with some of them, and I would share them with you right away. So as you can see, in the worst case scenario, we have an Honorable Kennedy Japan doing a 44.11%. This is against what he did in August, which was a 41.73%. Now, Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia, who did a 39.09% in August, has also improved slightly from 39.09 to 39.51. So Honorable Kennedy Japan has increased significantly, and Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia has also increased, but marginally. And then we have Dr. Brian Champon, who has actually decreased as compared. He was around, the previous one was around 11.34%, and now he's doing a 6.28%. Then Dr. Yawase Duchum, who was doing a 2.71% in August, is now doing a 3.19%. And Kwabena J. Japan, who did a 0.34%, is actually doing a 0.86%. So you could see that almost 4 out of 5 candidates have all in a way significantly improved. And this is what has been extrapolated and projected based on the total population size. So we are looking at, in the worst case scenario, we're having a situation where none of these candidates is crossing the 50+1. It means that as it stands, then there is a situation that can happen that there could be a probable runoff if things should stand as this way. However, based on the number of, so if you look at it carefully over here, we have here being 94% of the worst case scenario, because the undecided and undisclosed are forming 6% to make it 100%. Is that okay? So now what happens is that in the best case scenario, we see one of the candidates crossing the 50+1. And if as at the September polls, and please, I always say this is not predictive. It is actually just a snapshot as at a period. As of September, if there is any candidate that can cross the 50+1, then it is Honorable Kennedy Ohene Ejapong. And we are looking at the 53.8%. Then Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia actually drops, because most of the people who voted for him maybe in 2023 most of them are in the undecided and undisclosed, and they are really looking at where they will stand. Dr. Brian Echampong gains from 6.28 to 8.27. Dr. Yawse Jichum gains from 3.19% to 4.39. And Kwabena Ejapong moves from the 0.83, because he was doing 0.34 in August, he's moved to 0.86, and in the best case scenario can move to 1.33. Now these,
if you look at the last election,
yeah,
some were in complete shock
of the results.
Yes, while we were telling them 6 months before that yes.
So you are a traitor, or what? I don't know.
The last person who will be a traitor in this country will be me. I'm very patriotic.
It is alleged that NDC is sponsoring you to do their dirty work. Let me put it that way. That's my word, dirty work, to discredit the advances of the MPP. You've been drawn into partisan politics. How do you come out of this one?
One, I have not been contracted, required to do anything for NDC against any entity in this country. Absolutely not. I don't belong to the NDC. I don't belong to the MPP. I don't have political party affiliation with any other party. No. Now look, where we are in Hacho now. I remember when I was going to write the O-levels, I didn't have money to pay for the fees. So I had to carry labor, do by day labor. Here. We're one of those who started building houses in this area as a laborer. You have to even go and carry the cement from afar, because there were no buildings to store them in. This would be the shock. We were branded as mad people. But the numbers we were banding around was in excess of a 2.something million gap. We have to realize that the country, Ghana, has changed profoundly, even from 2016 levels.
I think it wasn't Ghana government funded.
No, it wasn't Ghana government funded. No, on your own you struggle, and then you go to Denmark. I remember when I arrived in Frankfurt, on my way to Denmark, I had only $500 in my pocket, and that was to pay for your accommodation, pay for your feeding, pay for everything.
Right, so welcome back. Thank you very much. And we wrap the show up on rather a very sad note, because 40 days observation of the philanthropist Apostle Kwadwo Safo was marked, and this is some few highlights we picked up for you. Some prominent Ghanaians and government officials and Eastwell government officials were all there. Religious officials were all there to pay homage for the 40th or the 40-day observation of Apostle Kwadwo Safo. Let's watch this, then we'll come back to wrap it up well.
Yeah, I'm over the former Vice President, Dr. Baumia, and the entourage, and a summer bidra. Dr. Baumia.
Once again, ladies and gentlemen, good friends, we welcome His Excellency, the former.
Dr. Baumia and the entourage. Tell me so much.
Professor Emeritus.
Sabamia and India for National Assembly
We are proud of you, the new president of Ghana.
Mahamudu Baumia. Once again, ladies and gentlemen, His Excellency Dr. Baumia, His Excellency Dr. Mahamudu Baumia, the former Vice President of the Republic of Ghana, is now there sharing words of love with the children, together with his entourage. Alhaji Dr. Mahamudu Baumia, the family is grateful to you. Well, thank you very much for honoring the legacy of our beloved father and friend, Apostle Kwejo Safo. Hey. And also the former Minister for Works and Housing, Honorable Francis Asenso Wache. We also do notice our sister Teresa, who is a former correspondent at the presidency for Chieftaincy Affairs. Was Honorable Sarah Adra Safo and Chayana Wamono and Sume Fienomo. One more actually, 5,000 Ghana cities. 5,000 Ghana cities. Essence, I saw Panasa at Chisremi, no, Echo for Prosua. Yeni Bakwan, and San Medibako, and no, and Honorable Sarah Adra Safo. Youngura Asia, ending Komono, where I am Kenya and was Sakai Kessia Mawamoa, or the Asia or did the Wamo Komo, a brother or call Asiamo, our draw, and the Apoya Busiamo, Apoya Nika, Apoya Adia F, na Edisseria, and so Abasadia Benifwakano. Yes, I will draw at the Asikai.
All right, so thank you very much. That's our bulletin for today, and make a date Saturday. But I'll be here on Friday. I'll be here on Friday to serve you the best of information, education, a piece of entertainment every time on Pulse of the Week. This is where we break the issues down for you. My name is Kofi Asante Mensah, signing out. But on Saturday at 1 p.m., that's 13 hours GMT, please make a date with AIM Liquid as he interviews the man of the Global Info Analytics man, Musa Dankwa, on the hot seat, Saturday, 1 o'clock. Please make a date. Let me say a very big thank you to the camera crew, the PCR, and also the MCR. A very big thank you to all of you. Kofi Berry. Kofi, thank you very much. His name is Francis Entry. We call him Kofi Berry. And we say a big thank you to you. Justice Clutch is our boss over here, and he keeps operations and keeps everything in check. Justice, thank you so much. Justice Clutch. A big thank you to our boss, AIM Liquid. God bless you so much. And to Secretary Ziba. Ziba, thank you so much. I'll be looking forward for you in December as we do a lot of promo for your gospel songs. But for now, I want to say a happy birthday to Pedita. God bless you so much. A glorious and a blessed birthday to you. From us, the team here at Pulse of the Week, we say, have a blessed evening. My name is Kofi Asante Mensah. Tatao.
A whole new beginning. Get used to it. I have stepped into my new beginning. Yesterday is gone. Yesterday of darkness is gone. A whole new beginning. Yeah, 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 yeah. Get used to it. I've stepped into my new level. See me watching me fly on eagle's wing. A whole new beginning. A new beginning.
Hi there. What number is this? 3, right? All right. It's time for NSG News. Welcome. My name is Kofi Asante Mensah. And here at NSG News, you'll get serious documentary to watch, news, reviews, views, and what have you. Because we have Pulse of the Week and also exclusive on the hot seat. On NSG News, we say news with integrity.